നമസ്കാരം അമേരിക്കൻ ലൈഫ് സ്റ്റൈലിന്റെ പുതിയൊരു എപ്പിസോഡിലേക്ക് എല്ലാ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട പ്രേക്ഷകർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ഇന്ന് അമേരിക്കൻ ലൈഫ് സ്റ്റൈലിൽ വന്ദേ ഭാരത് മിഷനെ കുറിച്ചാണ്. നമ്മോടൊപ്പം അമേരിക്കയിലെ എയർ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ മിഡ് വെസ്റ്റ് മാനേജർ മിസ് മാലിനി വൈദ്യനാഥൻ ഈ മിഷന്റെ കൂടുതൽ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളെ കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കുന്നു. Hi ma'am, so could you please talk to us more about the Vande Bharath Mission?
Vande Bharath Mission is basically a mission started by the government of India, and we are helping or in the process of evacuating all the Indians who are stranded in various countries and bringing them back into India. So basically this is meant for evacuating Indians. So at the moment no foreign nationals are allowed to go into India. So it is basically meant for Indian citizens to go.
Okay. And is there a time period that you know of where an OCI holder, for example, will be allowed to travel back to India?
See, we are on to the second phase of evacuating. This is going to go on up to June 3rd. At the moment, we do not have any information beyond this.
So it would be great if we could talk about the criteria for travelers. How does that whole process work?
As I understand, the persons who are wanting to travel are required to register themselves with the Government of India website, and the Ministry of External Affairs is handling selection of passengers. So they also ask for a reason why the passengers want to go back, and then there could be a medical emergency, there could be sick people, there could be elderly, there could be needy people, students who have been not having homes, employees who have lost their jobs and who are returning home. There are many reasons. So these reasons are probably put in a weighted average. Weightage is given to each criteria, and then they put it in the computer for the computer to do a random selection of passengers. So it is a completely transparent process which is done by the MEA, and we are required to take the passengers along.
I see. So it's a random selection. So let's say I have a medical emergency and somebody else as well. So it's just based on what the computer selects? What happens to the remaining people?
It is purely based on a selection process by a random selection.
Okay.
Because we cannot have any biases in selecting. So anyone who has a serious emergency can always contact the consulates, and they're extremely helpful, very humane. This whole process is trying to be humane, trying to take passengers in a most humane fashion.
So ma'am, you touched on a couple of key points. For those people who are unemployed or students who want to go back to India, what if they don't have any money? Since the Indian government is not subsidizing this, is there any help that's being offered?
We are enabling the process. There are many students who can't pay here or probably do not have their credit cards here. So we can send their parents a link, or anyone who's paying their money, we can send them a link for payment, and they can pay, and we immediately accept it. We do it on the system, and we have a console through which we can look up if the money has come into our account, and immediately we issue the ticket. We've been doing this.
Hi, I'm Johny, founder of Avenue Anklets. In these dark times, we have received a shimmer of light from Guards of Anklets. Until June 30, Anklets will only receive 60 to 130 questions of 4-hour test. This is the golden opportunity for all Anklets test takers. And to take advantage of this, we are launching a 1-month program starting April 1st. Cannot come to class? That's okay. We will come to you with our online platform. Just follow our easy guidelines and pass NCLEX. Receive a 10% discount when you bring a friend.
പപ്പ എന്ത് പറ്റി?
നിങ്ങൾ ന്യൂയോർക്കിൽ നിന്നും ഡാളസിലേക്ക് മാറുകയല്ലേ? അപ്പോ അവിടെ വീടെങ്ങനെ ശരിയാക്കുമെന്ന് എന്റെ വിഷമം.
അതാണോ കാര്യം? വീട് വാങ്ങുന്നതിന്റെ ആദ്യ പടി മുതൽ താക്കോൽ ലഭിക്കുന്നത് വരെ കൂടെ നിൽക്കാൻ ഭീമിലെ ജിജിയുണ്ട്.
ജിജിയോ?
നമ്മുടെ ബജറ്റിൽ ഒതുങ്ങുന്ന റീസെയിൽ വാല്യൂ ലഭിക്കുന്ന വീട് കണ്ടെത്താനും ഇൻസ്പെക്ഷൻ നടപടികൾ പൂർത്തിയാക്കുന്ന കാര്യവും ജിജി നോക്കിക്കോളും.
എല്ലാ റിയൽ എസ്റ്റേറ്റ് ആവശ്യങ്ങൾക്കും നമ്മുടെ ഒരു സുഹൃത്തിനെ എന്ന പോലെ ജിജിയും കുടുംബവും കൂടെ നിൽക്കും.
സമാധാനമായോ?
ആയോടി കാന്താരി.
സഫലമാവട്ടെ നിങ്ങളുടെ വീടെന്ന സ്വപ്നം.
പ്ലീസ് കോൺടാക്ട് 972-805-6326.
മരിയമ്മയുടെ രുചിക്കൂട്ടുകൾ, പരമ്പരാഗതം, പ്രകൃതിദത്തം, രുചികരം. Taste of Kerala from God's own country.
The TC Chacko Organization of Dallas is proud to present its brand new multi-million-dollar real estate development. This lavish office complex houses over a dozen units, with only a select few remaining for sale. But hurry fast, as multi-billion-dollar companies have already claimed much of this exclusive office space. The TC Chacko Organization of Dallas is a prime real estate developer in the Texas area with millions of dollars in real estate holdings, from office complexes to lake houses. They specialize in building elegant real estate investments in lucrative areas. The TC Chacko Organization of Dallas.
ബാഹുബലിയിലെ ഫൈറ്റ് സീൻ. അങ്കിൾ,
കർത്താവേ, ആ കറി മുഴുവൻ തീർത്തോ? കുറച്ച് മുളക് ചതച്ച് തിരിപ്പുണ്ട്, അതുകൂട്ടി കഴിക്കാൻ രണ്ടുപേർക്കും.
ഇന്ന് വീട്ടിൽ ചെന്ന് ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കണം നമ്മ പ്രത്യേകം പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ഹലോ, കാശ്മീർ ഗാർഡൻസ് അല്ലേ? ഇന്ന് അവിടെ എന്തൊക്കെ കറികളുള്ളത്? ആണോ? അടിപൊളി.
ബിരിയാണി, ബീഫ് ഫ്രൈയും.
കാശ്മീർ ഗാർഡൻ സൂപ്പർ മാർക്കറ്റ്. എല്ലാവിധ കറികളും ബിരിയാണികളും ബീഫ് ഫ്രൈയും ഉൾപ്പെടെ നാട്ടിലെ 400 രുചികൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ഫിലാഡൽഫിയയിലും.
അക്ഷരമുറ്റത്തിന്റെ സ്പന്ദനങ്ങളുമായി അമേരിക്കൻ മലയാളികളുടെ ആനുകാലിക വാർത്തകൾക്ക് മുൻതൂക്കം നൽകി നിങ്ങളിലെത്തുന്നു കേരള എക്സ്പ്രസ്. നേരറിയാൻ, നേരത്തെ അറിയാൻ. KM ഈപ്പൻ, ചീഫ് എഡിറ്റർ. ജോസ് കണിയാലി, എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവ് എഡിറ്റർ. കേരള എക്സ്പ്രസ്. വായിക്കുക, വരിക്കാരാകുക. 630-728-7956. ഇമെയിൽ news@keralaexpress.com. വെബ്സൈറ്റ് www.keralaexpress.com.
So ma'am, for those who are eligible to travel, what are the key things the traveler should be aware of?
Essentially, all the travelers are put through very clean environment. The aircraft which comes in goes through special deep cleaning and sanitization. The entire aircraft is pre-dressed. The crew wear all their, their complete suits. So the crew don't really look like crew. They look like as if they've come in from Mars. And they actually serve passengers in a very, very sanitized environment. The food is served and kept in packets in their, seats. And then we also give them, a kit like this, which is left in there. And it's got a visor. It's got a kind of a shield. It's got masks, 2 of them. And it's got many of these hand sanitizer. So passengers can use these. And they have to wear these. They're not allowed not to wear it. So while they're sitting on the seat, this is how they'll wear. And this is how they are supposed to address, throughout the flight, they have to wear this. So it is protection for themselves and it is protection for others too. What's most important is all of them should travel only if they must travel. If it is possible not to travel, if it's possible to avoid, at the moment, it is better to avoid. Because there are many who are needy who want to travel, give them an opportunity to travel. The seats are limited. the number of flights are limited, but the number of passengers who want to go are far more. So please choose. Those of you who want to travel, who have an emergency to travel, may travel. Others may not.
It sounds like a very structured process, and you've been giving some very great advice that only those who need to travel should be traveling during this time. I want to stay within the flight for a little bit longer. What about if somebody gets sick during the flight? Are there any healthcare professionals, doctors or nurses that's available in flight?
See, essentially, even before boarding or even before they come for check-in, there is a thermal scanning which is done for every passenger. Those who clear through are the only ones who are allowed to board the flight. And then even at the boarding gate, people are checked repeatedly. So those who board, there is really no specific medical attention on board. But then we have kept about 9 seats, 3 rows vacant for those, if ever anybody falls sick or anything that they need, any kind of rest they need, we keep those seats open, vacant, which we don't sell to everybody, and passengers can go there, relax. And mostly people get very anxious, more than actually them being sick. So that anxiety, they are pacified. Our crew really looks after people very well. So people have been very happy with these flights. Going back, they're very, very comfortable. Because from here, when they go back, they go into quarantine and they can't go in for home quarantine. And then that's how we take it forward.
Well, that's great. I mean, Air India is doing a great service by what they're doing right now. So how do you employ social distancing within the flights then? Are the seats kept quite wide apart? Are the passengers sitting 6 feet apart?
See, basically, before going into the flight itself, there is distancing which is maintained while they're queuing up at the airport, be it the check-in or it be in the boarding queues. And once they're on board the flight, essentially the shield which is given is the one which really protects them, the mask and the shield. And people have been using it, and they've been using it very successfully, and they've been able to go. So the distancing is that not everyone is allowed to crowd near the toilet. The crew monitors and keeps coming back on the PA system to tell them that please be seated, use the restrooms one at a time so that there is distance maintained. Families are seated together so that, people are able to go peacefully. There's a lot of demand, and hence people have to be taken. We do our best, whatever that we can.
Of course, and that's what matters. Now let's touch upon, once you get to India, what does that process look like? What is travel times looking like? And what's the general sentiment of the traveler like?
Travelers are very, very happy because they are able to go home. They've been stranded for over 2 months and they have been able to successfully go home. That's a very big thing for them. And many of them are not able to sustain their living here. So for those people, yes. Imagine those who came on a tourist visa and then got stranded here. For them, there is no other alternative. The Indian community has been doing an amazing job. They have been coming together, housing a lot of people and trying to help them out. The Gurudwaras have been serving langar, and a lot of them have been, the hoteliers have gotten together and they have provided rooms. They're providing food, meal. There can be only to a certain extent people can do. They are very charitable. Philanthropy is seen, is to be seen what is happening here. The community is amazing. They're really helping out each other. However, when these passengers, they are ready to go home and to be with their family back home, they are ecstatic. They are very happy and they are extremely well treated. They are very well taken care of and they are happy to go back home. That's what we do in Air India.
That's wonderful. It is definitely a crisis that is bringing everybody together, and I'm so glad that Air India is such a critical part of it.
Hi, I'm Jhansi, founder of Avenir NCLEX. In these dark times, we have received a shimmer of light from Guards of NCLEX. Until June 30, NCLEX will only receive 60 to 130 questions, a 4-hour test. This is the golden opportunity for all NCLEX test takers. And to take advantage of this, we are launching a 1-month program starting April 1st. Cannot come to class? That's okay. We will come to you with our online platform. Just follow our easy guidelines and pass NCLEX. Receive a 10% discount when you bring a friend.
മരിയമ്മയുടെ രുചിക്കൂട്ടുകൾ പരമ്പരാഗതം പ്രകൃതിദത്തം രുചികരം ടേസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് കേരള ഫ്രം ഗോഡ്സ് ഓൺ കൺട്രി.
Reliable Tax and Accounting, Park Ridge, Illinois.
Hello, I'm Thomas V. Ausep, CPA. In US, there were tremendous tax law changes in 2018.
We help to plan and maximize your tax benefits and file your income taxes for personal, corporations, and partnerships according to the new tax law changes. We specialized income tax and sales tax preparation, new business incorporation, help to coordinate with your bank for mortgages and business loans, prepare and execute quitclaim deeds for property ownership transfers, notary public services. Thomas V. Ausef, CPA, Reliable Tax and Accounting, 2644 East Dempster Street, Suite 110, Park Ridge, Illinois. Phone 224-622-9978. CPATaxFiling.com.
Investors, NRIA is making a special accommodation to help at this time. Under the stimulus law, you are now allowed to borrow $100,000 from your 401k or IRA at low rates and invest for 10% cash flow with monthly electronic payments. Keep your stock positions and upside while diversifying into real estate for 10% cash flow with $750 million of new construction backed by a proven 14-year track record. Visit us at nria.net or call 201-210-2727.
Joseph V. Thomas, Allstate Insurance Company. Top award-winning Allstate agency located near you. Call Joseph V. Thomas at 718-831-6500. Joseph V. Thomas, also known as Reggie Valiyakala, serving the community for last 30 plus years. Our office, Union Turnpike, Floral Park, New York. Email josephthomas@allstate.com. Allstate, you are in good hands.
Harry Pillai, Certified Public Accountants, Richardson, Texas. We are a full-service accounting firm licensed in Texas. We offer a broad range of services for business owners, executives, and independent professionals. We are affordable, experienced, and friendly. Please call us today at 972-203-2010. Harry Pillai, Certified Public Accountants, Richardson, Texas. HarryCPA.com.
So ma'am, let's talk a little bit more about the scheduling of the flight. Is it all going to Delhi? Is it going to Cochin? Where are these flights going to?
Okay, so we essentially take passengers from here to Delhi or Mumbai because those are our hubs. And from there, we have immediate connection which is pre-decided. It's not that passenger can go from here and connect anywhere to any place. It doesn't work that way. From all the 5 different points we are flying, and like from San Francisco, from Chicago, from Washington DC, from EWR, we are flying from all these places, and then we take the passengers, and we are also flying from Toronto and Vancouver. So this is the Northern America part which is covered. We take the passengers to India. Now each one of these flights has one connection depending on the pre-registered numbers. If a particular place has got many, they will say, okay, we'll take the flight to that particular place. Like the next flight that we have from Chicago goes to Bhubaneswar. But if that is the only flight that goes to Bhubaneswar, then all over the US, the consulate people will select passengers to go on this Bhubaneswar flight, those who want to go to Odisha. So the places are planned, the schedule is planned as per the quarantine facilities that are available in those domestic stations. So from there, they arrange buses to take them to smaller districts wherever they have to go. And those quarantine facilities are paid for by the passenger. They give an undertaking, and the quarantine is for 14 days. So they have to go from here into Delhi, and they can only connect on to that particular designated flight for which they are supposed to be given the connection. And from there, they take it forward and they go to their final destination, which is probably closest to their state or wherever they have to go, their home. And they stay in the 14 days quarantine, which is a state quarantine, and it cannot be made into a home quarantine. So this is what really happens.
So that's a great point. So I just want to stress that. So you cannot basically land there and go home and quarantine yourself. No self-quarantine. It's all state quarantines only.
Yeah, so that is precisely the reason people who can withstand all this should only go. Those maybe very small infants and very elderly passengers, as far as possible, it is better advised that they do not travel at this moment till all this settles down, and then they travel whenever everything is fine. I think this is how it should be done.
Sure. So that's good advice for the elderly with underlying conditions and babies, for example.
Yes, and this advice is to the youngsters who are actually having their parents from India out here with them right now. Please ensure that they are not sent out of home till such time they feel they are very, very safe. We do look after them with kid gloves, that we will do, but still it is advisable that they stay back, and if they must travel due to their medical conditions or whatever, then they need to be booked properly and then sent properly with all the possible gear that they need. Is that okay?
That's right, sure, ma'am. You're basically repeating what we've been hearing all these days, which is stay home and stay safe unless you absolutely have a need to come out or leave the country.
Exactly. I mean, out here also, people don't advise any travel at all. They just say that stay safe, stay indoors, stay home. I mean, today people greet each other this way. So it's the same everywhere, I would say. Please stay safe. Please take care of yourself. You're precious to us. Now you're traveling on the evacuation flights. When we start our own flights, we would really request you to come back to us and not fly away from us.
Ma'am, thank you so much. This was such an informative session. I just want to pick your brain again and ask, is there any other advice you want to give travelers during this time?
Thank you, Shana. Thank you, Flower TV. And thanks to all the viewers. You people mean a lot to us. You belong to us. So thank you very much. And thanks for choosing Air India and staying with Air India, because we are the only non-stop carriers who take you all the way into India without really taking you through any other country that is either locked down or affected due to COVID or whatever. So choose to travel Air India. Please come back to us. We will come back with full force and take it forward. Thank you once again.
Of course, ma'am. A big salute to Air India, a big salute to heroes like yourself, and thank you very much to such a great mission. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks once again.
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഈ ഒരു സമയത്ത് എസ്പെഷ്യലി ഇത് പ്രേക്ഷകർക്ക് വളരെ ഇൻഫോർമേറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സെഷനാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. വീണ്ടും അടുത്ത ആഴ്ച പുതിയ കാഴ്ചകളുമായി നമുക്ക് കാണാം. I'm Shana Mohan signing off. Stay home and stay safe. Bye-bye.